Hello, my name is Dévi and this is Clover, and welcome to Book Connoisseur.
Wow!
So today I have for you a mini book haul. I have been craving some really quick reads that are a little bit more poetic and fast-paced. Oh goodness. And this is Pixie. There. Anyway, so yes, let's get into it. So the first book I already read, and that is Jane by Maggie Nelson. You might have heard of Maggie Nelson because she wrote the book Bluets and the Argonauts. I read Bluets, I have not read the Argonauts yet, but I'm definitely planning to, especially because I loved Jane so much. This is the author's telling of her aunt's life and untimely death at the hands of a serial killer. This book is told through poetry and through vignettes of her life and her journey to get to know her aunt, as well as excerpts from her aunt's journal that she found. I think this is a really good option for any true crime lovers out there or true crime podcast lovers. This is a pretty easy read, but it's also very deep, and I really appreciate that it's told from the family's perspective and not just told by some journalist who's skeeving around trying to get intimate details of a private person's life. The next book I picked up is The Body Keeps the Score: Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma. I feel like maybe this is a book that everyone should read at some point, especially if you've experienced some sort of trauma in your life. This was recommended to me by my therapist. The next two books are by Vuong. The first is Time is a Mother. The second is Night Sky with Exit Wounds. These are both his poetry books, and I'm really excited to read them. I haven't read any of his poetry, but I absolutely love On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, and I'm currently reading The Emperor of Gladness. I got to go see Vuong talk in Philadelphia, and it was a really wonderful experience, and I had a really great time. And something that I took away from the talk was how the novel is a malleable thing, and our idea of a novel is a very Western idea, and so when he wrote On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, he was really trying to push the boundaries of what a novel could be. Next book I picked up is Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. My goal is to read as many James Baldwins as I can this year. I already read Giovanni's Room and absolutely loved it. I picked this up in Philly at the store called Giovanni's Room. It's a queer bookstore and it's absolutely fabulous. I recommend you give it a visit if you're ever in the city. The next book I picked up is Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. This book was translated by Megan Bacchus into English from Japanese. This book questions the role of the kitchen and motherly roles and the role of the mother in general, and I think this would make a great addition to my books on motherhood reading list, and I'm really excited to get to it. The next book is The Vegetarian by Han Kang. This book won the Nobel Prize in Literature, I think last year or the year before, and it's about a woman whose dreams are encouraging her to become a vegetarian, or the nightmares of meat. I am a vegetarian. I have been since I was 13 years old, so I'm very interested in this sort of story and how it might reflect society and thoughts about that. And lastly, I picked up The White Book by Han Kang. This book is a meditation on color and death and whiteness, and I just imagine this being a really interesting read and reflection on life in general. So yeah, that was my mini book haul. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if you enjoyed them. Are there any books similar to this that I should read? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye!